Welcome back, everybody, to a very, very special, I always say that, a very, very awesome From Screen to Shelf review. I always love doing these, and I dropped the ball on what the community asked me to do on a episode by episode analysis. But just so much was going on, so I wasn't really able to produce that type of content. So I figured I'd at the very least give a season three, since we did get the finale or season three finale for Chucky. I figured I'd do a Chucky season three finale review and give you my thoughts. I'm always over in the server talking about it, so I figured why not? Let's just go ahead and talk about it now. So last Wednesday, what was that? May 1st, around that time. The season three finale for Chucky did air, and God, it was packed. It was definitely something different for sure. So to give you more or less my thoughts on the entire season three package, I love season three, and I dare say even that it might be the best season yet. I do regard season one as season one had a little bit of filler going on in there. Not a whole lot, but the highs were high and some of the lows were lows. It was very TV show-ish, but there was so much going on, and there was so much beautiful cinematography in that season. But the biggest reason why season one still has like this just special place in my heart is that finale for season one. I still don't think has been matched out of the next two seasons after that. The season one finale is just absolutely ape shit in every single way, and I don't think it's been topped quite yet. But I do think that season three is the best season. I am gonna have to rewatch it. As I think I've seen season one of Chucky two or three times, and season two twice. I usually watch as it's coming out, and then I usually get the Blu-rays. So I usually rewatch them that way, and this one's gonna be no exception whenever that Blu-ray comes out. But a very, very, very fun time. Now, season three was broken down into two parts, and it has not, as of right now, been renewed for a season four. They were advocating for it at the very end. That was kind of like that little credit scene that they had for season three, advocating for a fourth term. So that was really, really charming. But the writer's strike did get in the way of this one, and then they pretty much filmed it and then released it. Season three really had no dull moments. It really had, I don't feel like personally, any filler episodes, any filler 5-10 minute parts in any of them. I felt like they had a very fluid 8 episode run that they really wanted to tell a very strong story, and I think they succeeded in every single way. So this one's more or less dealing with like Chucky's got to prove himself to Damballa, and he's got this curse on him, and he's got to essentially stop himself from dying by killing other people in like the most glorious way, because Damballa is not necessarily pleased with him right now. So a lot of people got interested in this season because of the advertising and marketing for season three showed a very old, dying, aged Chucky. And you definitely get that in here. And it's very, very cool how they go about it. It's very, very cool how they execute that. I think they did a fantastic job on every single level. Devin Sawa always being recast. I think this is like his fifth role in this series, playing the president this time. And then he plays the president's double. Super, super cool, super, super charming, very well executed on his behalf. Can't wait to see if there's a season four, because there is the Chucky movie coming out that's spinning out of the series. I think it's by Don Mancini, so I assume it spins out of the series. So we will see about that. But the kills are the best in this one, hands down. Again, outside of the season one finale, with the way that like Chucky takes people out in the theater, there's just something so awesome about that one. Maybe the moviegoer in me connects with that theater scene a little bit more. But everything in season three was great, from the way that the president goes out, from everything else in between, to the chandelier scene, to the Halloween party, to the way that Chucky's just kind of it's a psychological game going on in the White House, and nobody trusts what anybody's saying about this killer doll, more or less. So yeah, very, very good, very, very fun. And then I think they took some big risks. I guess you could kind of say that the more or less the seance scene, because I do think episode 7 was probably the weakest episode out of all of it, but it was a lot of exposition. You know what I mean? So it was just a lot of banter, a lot of like build up for the actual season finale. And I think they did a good job, and the season finale, episode 8, was really, really good. You know, you get the return of John Waters, who had a role in Seed of Chucky, and, you know, he comes out and, you know, it ends up being that John Waters has one of probably the biggest role. I mean, I don't know, I'm not saying that he's gonna have, like, a continuous role, but with the description that they gave his character, he ended up being probably the most important character in the Chucky universe at this point. And, you know, him possessing Jake and everything like that. I don't think they've written themselves in a corner. Of course, I've already been talking a little bit of spoilers, but I'm going to kind of get into a little bit more spoiler territory for this one. But now Jake, Devin, and Lexi are dolls or puppets, more or less, and they're stuck that way. You know, there's so many questions. You know, if they're spinning off into the movie, I can see that being pretty fun, you know. But if it's in the season, where are their bodies? Where's this? Where's that? Now Nika is, you know, involved. You know, the whole core cast that we've gotten to know, love, and adore is kind of stuck and put in this corner. And it has me on the edge of my seat for season 4, and I hope we get it around October like we have been. Season 4 hasn't been officially announced, but there is a movie. I keep saying that. And I think that movie's more important than really people are talking about in the Chucky community. And I think that's gonna either bridge something or, you know, we're gonna be left, hanging on the cliff for a little bit, and then, you know, I really do personally kinda hope that they do a season 4 with some bigger payoff. They're advocating for it, and I think even season 3 was kinda up in the air for a little bit, and then midsummer, it got a renewal, and then it came out. So, that'll be super, super cool. Super, super, super excited for that one. But yeah, I'm really excited to see where they go. I really don't have thoughts on where it can go, you know, other than like with John Waters' character. I hope he's not one and done just for the season finale. I hope his character carries over into season 4 or even into the movie, whichever one comes first. We don't know right now. I'm assuming it's going to be the season, but I hope he plays a little bit more of a pivotal role. You know, I hope there's like, you know, this is season 4 is going to be Avengers Endgame level, you know, high stakes. It's going to change it. I want them to tackle a little bit more of the lore from the movies and stuff. I really like Nika's character, and I want more of her because she was very lacking in season 4 or season 3, and that's okay because you had a huge, huge emphasis on everything else that was going on. You know, season 2 was a lot of building of Jennifer Tilly's character, Tiffany, and Glenn and Glenda, and, you know, that whole dynamic, and it shifted around a lot, and it was good. I know there's people that didn't like season 4. I was a huge fan of it. I think it took a lot of really good risks that personally paid off for me, but that's just me. But yeah, season 3 is definitely the best season so far. I'm gonna give it about an I'd say 9, 8.5 on the lowest end, 9 out of 10. Really, really fun, really, really good, really excited to see where it goes from here. Sound off in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think, see where it's headed from here. Do you think the movie's gonna come first? Do you think season 4 is gonna come first? I'm cautious on which one I want first. I do think probably season 4 with the way that they ended it because there's gonna be a lot of things they gotta do, you know? I think one more season, then the movie, would probably be the way to go, or at least, you know, a season 4 going straight into the movie. I hope the show doesn't end anytime soon. It's some of the best horror that you can get on TV right now, other than American Horror Story. I've dropped off of that, but not for any like malice or anything like that. It's a good show. I just know there's people that still follow it and really, really like it. So sound off in the comments below. Let me know what you think's going to come first. Let me know what you thought about season 3. Where does it rank? Is it your favorite season? Is it your least favorite season? Let me know down in the comments below. And until next time on From Screen to Shelf, this is Chase signing out. Later, everybody.